This technique is also often seen in solo leveling or other action anime. This cute character voiced by Kana Hanazawa is indeed adorable. In the previous video, we talked about transitions and energy spikes that are often used in anime and modern content nowadays. But what exactly are we going to talk in this video? In this video, we'll take a more relaxed and calm. Like the t-shirt I sell in my store, Hitori Bochi or Lonely, it's about calm and chilling in the rain. I put the link in the description. That's why, in the first episode of this anime, it is almost entirely filled with establishment scenes. The goal is to introduce each character who will be involved throughout the entire series. Of course, motion sound effects are always present in every scene you watch. And there's even a scene that spends almost half a minute only for this kind of moment. Since this scene takes place at the 6th minute of the first episode, it is still part of the introduction sequence. The sound effects remain the same in this scene. I can't call it a looped sound effect because the chibi's vocals happen live. So this is actually called sustained sound effects, because their sounds is held for a long time to create suspense and comedic exaggeration. And if you want to know, this scene is called Kishotenketsu. And Kishotenketsu is rarely used in modern anime anymore, because this technique requires first, introduction. Then comes the development, where the scene shows the girl's deep emotions when the boy asks her to choose the one she likes. Then comes the twist, when the girl doesn't take the bread, but instead grabs the boy's shoulder, because she wanted to pick him. And finally, the conclusion, where the boy acts normal like nothing happened. While in the midst of the chaos situation, he instead gives the bread into both of the girl's hands. Because Kishotenketsu is meant to make the story's ending increasingly absurd. And there is no problem resolution in this technique. Actually, that's the part of the comedy. But usually the problem is resolved in a different scene and at a different time. This is what makes the duration of an anime longer. And the anime industry today is quite different from this kind of concept. Maybe it's about the budget? Or perhaps it's a race between production studios to secure funding from advertisers. Alright, that's not our topic of discussion. Let's get back to analyzing the sound effects in this anime. We won't rush into the next episode of this anime, because there are still interesting things to explore in the first episode. And if you want to know, this scene is actually called Emotional Cue Scene. It turns out that several scenes like this, where the girl expresses her feelings of love towards the boy but the boy doesn't feel anything, are actually called Unrequited Love Cue Scene. And these scenes are often used in love comedy shows. Since this is an establishment scene from the first episode, the callback technique is also used for this unrequited love cues, along with the same symbolic sonar ping sound effects from earlier. But when is the best time to place unrequited love cue scenes? Scenes like this are often used in the first episode for scene establishment, because they serve to strengthen the character. Usually, unrequited love cues will last throughout the story. It will hook the audience to wonder when is their love will be accepted. This is seen in characters like Sanji, Ochako, Rei, and Hestia. Besides that, ASMR like this also enhance the atmosphere within the scene. But in the scenes that feel calm and peaceful, usually makes motion sound effects end up feels more special. Likewise, exaggerated sound effects become noticeably loud and impactful. It turns out that this brief clip also has a name. It's called Foreshadowed Dynamic Entrance. After a dramatic shot, a shadow suddenly appears, slicing the chocolate in half, right before the actual character is revealed. This technique is also often seen in solo leveling or other action anime. It's similar to the previous clip, isn't it? A dramatic shot and then a shadow appears before finally revealing his full figure. Well, this isn't a coincidence or just a match. But the foreshadowed dynamic entrance technique is often used in many action anime, with an average duration that's quite similar. From the various technique in this video, which one do you think fits your content? As long as you enjoy making it, any content will be interesting. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you for watching.